All right, I have it. Good morning, everyone. So the first session for today is about the AI, everybody's favorite topic. And I brought a special guest from the cutting edge of AI technologies. Probably one of your favorite tools out there called Genspark. I think many of you have already tested out. And Eric is the founder of Genspark, and he's here today to give you a demo, explain how things will go with Genspark. And after that, we'll talk about the stories behind how they started the company and how they approach the Japanese market and how Genspark can transform your life and work using the tools. So thank you, Eric. Go ahead.
Thank you, Brandon. So thank you, guys. Thank you for inviting me to this event. So it's really my great pleasure. So I'm going to introduce myself and also Genspark a little bit. And I will do a live demo on site. And hopefully we will have a meaningful discussion, like a panel discussion later. So let me open up my slides. Okay, so I want to know how many people do you heard of Genspark? Okay, thank you so much. So I prepared a little demo video about our latest features that is pretty short and straightforward. Let me play this video first about some features we shipped recently.
AI 会議メモがすべてのデバイスで利用可能に。Genspark AI 会議メモを開き、録音ボタンを押します。あとは会話をするだけで AI が会議の内容をまとめてくれます。すべてのデバイスで利用可能に、議事録はデバイス間で同期されます。Genspark とともにバイブウォーキングを。例えば10件の請求書があり、それぞれ異なる形式だとします。それらをアップロードするだけで Genspark は明確なレポートに変換し、財務状況と支払い条件を表示します。ワードドキュメント、KPI を追跡する Excel シート、顧客の情報が詰まった PDF が混在しているとします。それらを Genspark にアップロードし、業績レビュープレゼンテーションを作成しましょう。たった数分で Genspark はあなたのデータをスムーズに会議で使用できるレベルのプレゼンテーションへと変換します。に詳しく見てみましょう。Genspark が外資コンサルのような100万ドルのプレゼンテーションをどのように作り上げているのでしょうか。自動的に調査し、学術論文を読み、数分で包括的なレポートを生成します。さらに編集したい場合は Genspark に尋ねるだけです。ここに3つのグラフがあります。これらを1つのグラフに統合してください。関連する動画を追加し、スライドに埋め込んでください。このグラフに過去数年分のデータを追加してください。レイアウトを変更し、タイムラインを上部に移動してください。テキストや画像を手動で変更することもできます。スライド作成がこれほど簡単だったことはありません。メニュー作りです。AI 編集機能を使ってこのメニューを微調整してみましょう。エアロプレスとプアオーバーを削除して、パンプキンラテ 4.5 ドルをメープルラテ5ドルに変更します。見てください。 AI が自動でフォントスタイルやレイアウトを処理してメープルの葉まで加えてくれました。特定のエリアを選択して修正することもできます。コーヒーを茶色に変えてラテアートをコーヒー豆に置き換えます。瞬時に更新されました。手書き風の素材だけでなく、新商品を紹介するための写真ベースのポスターも欲しいです。それではメニューが実際のレジエリアでどう見えるのか確認しましょう。この実際の写真に配置してみます。今度は隣に植物を置きたいです。見てください。まるで魔法のように完成しました。まずコーヒー豆、ドリップコーヒー、缶コーヒーのパッケージを作成します。統一感のあるパッケージデザインの完全な商品ラインナップができました。これを Genspark AI デベロッパーに渡しましょう。完全なウェブサイトを構築してください。 デザインから開発まで全てが数分で完了します。完全に機能するオンラインストアが手に入りました。
So this is a very quick demo about what Genspark can do. And right before the meeting, I actually connect to the Wi-Fi here, and I asked Genspark to, can you create a slide for me about these events? I gave a URL website. And basically Genspark, this is just one sentence. And Genspark will go to the website, collect all the information, and basically build this very cool slide for me. It's in English. I can even type. So in the past, we need to talk to a translator to do this task for me. So can you translate all the content for me and build me a Japanese version slide? And Genspark just will go step by step automatically to get the task done. So I will let it running. And then I will introduce myself and Genspark a little bit. So for me, I spent 20 years in search and AI. I joined Microsoft in 2006 as a software developer and working on search. So from that time, MSN search, Windows Live search, I was the founding member of Bing.com in Microsoft. I was in charge of Microsoft Bing search for Asian market, for China, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Korea, and Japan around that time. And then me and my co-founder, we started a new company worth 5.5 billion US dollar. So right now we start Genspark. It's a 500 million AI startup in Silicon Valley. And a little bit background about Genspark. So Genspark is a all-in-one AI workspace. So we grow pretty fast, have a pretty good momentum. So we achieve like a 36 million ARR in 45 days. And right the end of last month, September, we achieved 50 million ARR in 5 months. And so we have a lot of really very positive feedback from our user community. And a couple days ago, OpenAI, in their San Francisco events, they have this huge Open Dev Day in San Francisco. They post this image just 2 days ago about their the top customers using OpenAI API, like past 1 trillion tokens, like 100B, 10B. So we are one of the, I would say we are one of the top customers, K, right here. But there is a VC in Silicon Valley. They kind of like summarize what are the companies behind the 1 trillion token club. So we are basically one of them. We are the one of the top customers past 1 trillion tokens using ChatGPT, using OpenAI API. So this is sorted by the last name. It's not sorted by the total like volume token usage. We are one of the top companies, startups using really AI a lot and giving our user benefit to use AI. And we receive this token, 1 trillion token, become a member of the 1 trillion tokens club, Genspark AI. And we, as a startup company, we know that to compete with the best of the world and also to collaborate with them, we also need to be one of the best. So we invent a lot of like world first features along the way. So firstly, we are the first mix of agent engine. So we basically use 9 different sized models. We use models from the OpenAI, from the Anthropic, from the Gemini, and obfuscate those models have this mix of agent engine. So secondly, based on the mix of agent engine, we build the world first super agent. So which means that one agent can do all different tasks for you. slide generation, like spreadsheet generation, all those kind of different tasks with one entry point. And thirdly, we have this world first AI app ecosystem that we will talk about later. We built Super Agent is only our engine to empower our app ecosystem. So the app ecosystem, internally we call AI slides, AI spreadsheet, AI office, those kind of like services. And also AI designer, AI meeting notes, those kind of tools. We have this all-in-one interconnected app ecosystem. This app ecosystem is very different than the traditional ecosystem. For the traditional ecosystem, it's all about service software running on your desktop. So you need to learn one by one. But right now, it's all on behalf of you to do all this kind of tasks for you. Just one prompt, you can switch from like service A to service B to service C. So it's very convenient and smooth experience for users. And also, we also have this personalized tool, which means Genspark can manage emails for you, can manage calendar for you. So it's basically all-in-one AI workspace. So as I mentioned about the next step is really to build the all-in-one workspace on behalf of users. So we know that we have data in Microsoft's ecosystem, in Google ecosystem, in Notion, in many different like platforms. But on behalf of users, I think we can provide a benefit for user to collect all the different data, public data, private data, but on behalf of you to create a business outcome for you. So this is a unified ecosystem, unified workspace. And we believe in the future, there will be not only one agent, there will be multiple agents working for you. So which means we call it collaborate agents. So there will be designer agent for you, there will be developer agent for you. So different agents collaborate with each other to get the task done for you. And we believe for average user, for knowledge workers, the easy to use the platform is super important. So we have internally we have at least one prompt efficiency, which means that we just want to give user a simple interface. You can talk to Genspark, one prompt. We got the dirty work done for you. So all those are behind the hard work behind the Genspark. So put the Genspark aside, that I wrote several articles a couple months ago. One article, the first article, the title is "I Already Seen the AGI." So as a, I would say industry, some players in the AI industry, I use AI tools a lot. I basically use almost like 1,000 different AI products. So I still use AI product like 1 to 5 every day. But I got a sense that the AI product evolves so fast. So normal people couldn't really catch up. What's the latest model? What's the latest product? But get a sense of the urgency and also get a feeling about the speed of evolvement. I think it really gave me a lot of impression. AGI is coming. So how we can manage AGI, I think this will impact 99% of people's jobs. So how we can get along with AI is super important topic for many of us. I think for everyone, we need to invest our time in AI starting from now. So we either want to get on the boat or we will get impact. So it's super important to invest in the AI. Any AI tools you trust, spend time, spend a little money like on the AI, and also build something you feel impossible before. If you are not software developer, it's okay, but you can build a website just using one prompt, and you got a feeling about what AI can imagine, can do today. We will ship a Sora tool integration very soon on Genspark. And you will feel that you can basically dream you are a director, movie director. You can create a movie based on the AI capability. So that will be unlock a lot of unimaginable scenario for you. That will give you a feeling about how AI can evolve. And also, there will be some errors when you use AI. But my philosophy is don't test. Just get the benefit of side of the AI, co-create it. And it will really solve a lot of pain points and also improve your productivity along the way. So feel the momentum, feel the speed. And also the last point is, as a father of 12 years old son, that I think that AI will impact education. So how to make our children become an AI native generation, I think that's very important. So what majors they should learn from school in the college? So this is super, super important. All the things that we talk in the school maybe become outdated just like 12 months later. But how to make them become AI native? A personal lesson or personal experience for me that I will spend 1 hour with my son every week. I will ask him to maybe even write a business plan to open a restaurant just around the corner. So what AI can do for you? Just giving him a feeling about what technology can do. So very interesting. So my son got that feeling, and he actually right now often asks me and build a slide for me for his classmates during school together. So it's really, really fun. Give them a feeling. Make them an AI native generation. So that's pretty much about what I want to share on Genspark. So use AI today. Trust AI, co-create with AI today. And we hope Genspark can become the all-in-one AI workspace for anyone. So eventually become the web working experience for anyone, for global users. So that's what I want to share today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Do you think the slides are ready to show?
Yeah.
Or is it still working on?
Yeah, let me check.
I'm very excited to see how it goes now. Oh my God,
okay.
Look at this. Ramentech slides done in 15 minutes.
Yes.
This is what they should have done because they're so busy running the event and multiple people involved in, and they have hard time updating the website. Timetable was not ready a week ago and everything. Yeah, so this is what they should have done.
This is basically just one prompt. You guys test that.
Yep. Oh, very good, very good. So you talked about this is fascinating because with the AI tools, you can do something that you couldn't have done otherwise previously. And I think that could also, the theme of this event is Global Summit, so let's talk about it. I think one of the challenges of Japanese people so far going global was the language barrier. Yes. And the cultural differences.
Yes.
By using the AI tools such as Genspark, it will make it a lot easier to go global outside of country, do business outside of Japan, or do business with international companies. Yes. How do you see that?
So that's a very interesting point. So as I mentioned that I used to be a search guy for 20 years. So when we build Bing search for international market, for Japanese, for Korean, for Brazil, I think that the language is a barrier. So we have around hundreds of localized a team in each region to do those kind of language translation, localization work. But in the AI era, I feel that it's totally game is totally has changed. Right now, IIM basically has a neutral understanding on language. So language become a very simple part of the technology. So which means that translation right now is actually not a big problem at all for AI. So you mentioned about for Japanese entrepreneur and Japan customers, we want to serve global markets. We want to serve global customers. So right now, I think that we can create all the content native in our native language in Japanese. And we build the fancy website or fancy slides based on our native language. You can just leave the rest of the work to the AI and ask AI to do all the translation don't be afraid that the AI couldn't do the job. Just give the job to AI, and AI will do everything for you.
Okay, cool. And the negative side of AI potentially is you said 99% of people, white-collar people, may lose their jobs. The people here, only 2 people still can keep the job. The rest replaced by AI. How they should go about it?
So the wording I'm using is will get impacted by AI. It's really not replaced. I think that whenever there is a new technology paradigm shift, there will be traditional jobs go away. There will also be new jobs showing up. The question is, we want to be the first group, like people can learn the new technology, can become the new technology native group of users. I think that for people attend this event, we all have the awareness already about how important is the AI. So how I can use the AI. I think that we, as Genspark, our focus is very different than other AI companies in Silicon Valley. Most of people like Silicon Valley still focus on the developer community. But we want to focus on the white-collar workers, knowledge workers. We want to give a tool to every knowledge workers that this is a tool for you to really on board with AI. So this is a tool you can utilize, use every day to help you with the productivity improvement in AI. I think that we want to be in that role.
Okay. I read a news a couple of days ago about the adaptation rate of AI tools in the Japanese corporations, and that's somewhere between like 20 to 30% still only. How can you start adopting or using AI tools more in the situation? I mean, the type of company like Japanese corporations who really worry about security, privacy, something goes wrong, somebody has to take the responsibilities and stuff, and they do not really want to take risks, even if there are huge benefits of using it by saving time and cost and energy, but still they say like, okay, 0.1% chance of getting the data somewhere. Yep. Somebody steals your data, and they say, okay, no, not yet. Now, like, still 70% of corporations do not use AI in daily work.
Yep. So that's a good question. So I think that I understand the question in a couple of ways. So one is related to the hallucination, the error part. So as enterprise users, we couldn't really tolerate the errors, right? So for some industries. That's why we in Genspark, we believe that eventually 90% to 95% of work will then be done by AI first. And then the last mile, 5 to 10%, will still be added or be reviewed by human. So we want to build a platform with a combination of AI tool plus the last mile editing tools. So in the slide scenario that I demoed, there is advanced editing, like a Canva editing experience that just like a PowerPoint editing experience. You can generate slides very, very fast, and then you can still use the online editors to make the last mile editing to make sure the content is accurate. So that part, I think that will reduce hallucination a lot. So the second point you mentioned about is the confidentiality of the data itself for enterprise users. So this part is really a very important topic. We are also discussing and working together with OpenAI and Anthropic, because as for model providers, we are application companies. So we pass our user requests to the model providers, and they cook their outcome and deliver back to users. So we together working on this zero data retention policy. So which means that the data will not be retained on the server side. It's basically just one time. And it will not be trained as the data material for the AI models. So we cared about the confidentiality. And I think the whole industry is moving forward to more and more B2B scenarios for big enterprise scenarios. I think that we are in the early days, but the industry is aware of problem, and together we are basically trying to solve these concerns from enterprise.
You touched something very important point, which is, so until today, like many people, including myself, think about how to use AI in the work field. And when you do that, you typically think, okay, what types of tasks, my tasks can be replaced by AI, or what type of AI tools I can use to speed up the process or make it smoother. But you just said probably it's better to think, okay, what can be done by AI, and then think about what the things that humans still needs to do. That's a better way of thinking when it comes to integrating with AI tools, instead of like delegating work to the AI versus like have AI do most of the work, and anything left for me, I'll take care of it.
I think that it's definitely a mindset change.
Yeah.
I think that mindset change is super important. But you remind me one thing. Yeah. AI is right now really the involvement is not in a linear speed. It's basically exponential speed. So every day there are so many new models, so many new products. Even for people in the industry, we couldn't catching up with a lot of like a new, really the new things showing up every day. Internally, we want to be AI Costco. So we select the best models. We put the best models in the best format, in the right location for you. And for average users, knowledge workers, we just like go to Genspark, pick the right function, and we use the best models to deliver the work for you. So I think that for even for knowledge workers, they are, I think there are some distance like for them to really understand what's going on in AI era. So we want to be the companion, the tool for them, to be the AI Costco for them, select best models for them. So that's our position.
You talk about different models. One of the things that I'm very impressed with Genspark is the quality of slides and quality of design. I run a design company, so I believe that I have a good eyes to judge the quality of design, typography, layout, and color, spacing, and whatnot. And I've used many AI tools. One thing I really did not like about AI tool was the quality of design. Something was off. Always something's off. And that really frustrates me. But Genspark slides, pretty much perfect, like almost perfect. Maybe there's some improvements to be made, but by far the best tool for slides. And what's the secret sauce behind the quality of design?
So before I answer the question, by the way, the ones added features, you can basically make a perfect slide on Genspark. It's all the human editing. So the secret source is, I think that we learn a lot from AI coding space. Yeah. So that's really interesting lesson. That the most advanced, like I would say, the technologies right now happening in the developer community. So people use cloud code, use OpenAI codex to finish a lot of like a very comprehensive, very complex coding tasks within the coding space. But as a software developer, I know that only developer get this kind of like a positive feedback, the feeling about what AI can do in the coding space. But what if we can transfer this deep knowledge into the white collar space? So we do a lot of technology transfer. We treat ourselves as technology translators. We transfer a lot of AI coding deep technique to the AI slide generations. So make the slide generation just like a coding task. So feel, okay, what's the scope of the problem? What are the tasks that I need to done within the slide generation, this space? How deep the information I should collect from public information from internet, and what's the best format, the look and feel I should pick. So we do a lot of those kind of transfer knowledge between AI coding space and slide generation. Those are our secret source.
Okay, that's cool. Then when it comes to AI tools, there are tons out there. You said like you tested thousands. one of the tools that's similar to Genspark would be Menace. I use Menace too, and that's cool too. And besides those new startups, big tech players, Microsoft, Google tools, and others, and how do you plan to compete with those big players? Because including OpenAI, they keep adding new features like Sora 2, Copilot, and Nano Banana, whatever. Whenever they roll out the new tools and set of tools, they already have customers. Most of them are enterprise customers. They have existing relationships. And a new startups like Genspark needs to keep being relevant in the market. What are your strategies to compete with those big tech companies?
So I got this question a lot from friends, from investors, from users. So I basically trade, there are several groups of companies. So one is the agent startup companies. So one is the model providers. One is the big corporations like Microsoft and Google. So firstly, for agent startup companies, we have our own focus. So all those, the name you mentioned are great companies, but we have our own focus. So we put our focus on the knowledge workers, white-collar workers, their use case. So this makes our very different than others. So some people want to build a more generalized agent, but I think that really understand your customer, understand the pain point from your customer, this group of users, make a tool really have deliver the best experience in those kind of use cases is super important. So I think that makes us different than other agent companies. And for model providers, so I think they are providing definitely a great experience in the chatbot space. But we want our user to really use Genspark to generate the business outcome, to generate the slide, generate the spreadsheet, generate the design, the business outcome. I think that right now a lot of people using the other models, just like a chatbot. You ask a question, you get a text output. But I think that eventually people have some distance with technology, like knowledge workers. They just want the PowerPoint. They just want the spreadsheet. So if we can smooth that kind of experience, will make us different than model providers. For the big enterprise customer, those kind of enterprise big companies, we are actually not competing with them. We are actually collaborating with them. So very interesting. So we see a lot of our customers. It's really not about Microsoft Office replace Microsoft Office with Genspark. It's basically it's not replace A with B. It's A plus B. We are collaborating with them. So we have this PPT export functionality that can make our AI slides compatible 100% compatible with PowerPoint format. So we know that Microsoft Office has huge market in Japan. So people already feel familiar with Microsoft. As a employee in those days with Microsoft, I think that how to compatible with Microsoft's ecosystem is super important. So has this kind of mindset in Genspark. We want compatible with Microsoft Office, compatible with Google Slides, Google Docs, and become A plus B. Those kind of collaboration will be a win-win scenario for us as well, for startup as well. So that's the thinking behind.
Okay. When it comes to the Japanese market, I understand that Genspark has a group of people who work with Japanese market and use also has office in Japan.
Yeah.
I think you are one of few AI companies, global AI companies, focusing onto the Japanese market's potential. How did you realize the potential of Japanese market? And how do you see about the Japanese users and the business opportunities in this country?
I think Japan is a super important market for any AI startups or even big companies. I feel that the gain we got from AI is the productivity gain. So I think definitely there are many companies in the valley trying to address US customers' pain points. But I think that in the AI era, the pain point is basically from the globe, from the market outside the US is super strong. So we have a lot of inbound asks from Japanese enterprise saying that we are short of people. We are short of, we want to improve our productivity. So how AI can do that? So feel the strong inbound ask and have our product ready for this group of people is definitely a very top priority for us. So I think that Japan, the amount of knowledge workers is huge. And you see the adoption of Microsoft Office. That's make sure that this group of users can get benefit from AI, can really use the latest technology from AI. It's super important. In the past, in the mobile PC era, it all started from US and then spread elsewhere. Like there was some time lag. But in the AI era, I think that the demand is super strong from global at the same time. So we definitely want to be a player in Japan, serve our Japanese customer well. We are open an office in Tokyo as we speak. We will have a team in Japan serve our customer well. We want to understand the pain point from local community. We want to talk to our users in local community. So that's our priority.
Yeah, speaking of the local community, it's kind of ironic that AI is so advanced. You can do everything online, basically. You can have a Japanese website easy. You can communicate with people online basis. But it turned out that your best strategy to get the community is offline activities, such as event like this, your ambassador meetups in Tokyo, Japan, other cities in Japan. Anything outside of computer screens is very important to get the momentum for Genspark, isn't it?
Exactly. I think the trust is super important between technology and the real enterprise use case. I think that showing up in person in those local community is also important to build trust with between Genspark and our users. And as a product manager, and I also want to learn a lot of how they use Genspark in their daily works. I love to hear feedback from our users in person. So I think that it's definitely a great opportunity for us to show up, to get invited in this event to meet our users. I met those are Genspark users. I definitely want to listen to their feedback on Genspark as well.
I think that's really humble of you because I usually live in the U.S. and communicate with the U.S. startups, but they don't have this mindset of let's go to different countries, different cities to meet end users. They say like, okay, we can do everything from the U.S. online basis, no problem. Growth hacking, conversion rates, whatever. I do love your strategy of meeting people in person and building up the trust. It's kind of like an Asian cultural thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's super important. And for us, we are a product lead growth company. So all our users are mostly through word of mouth. I think that meeting with users, customers, hearing feedbacks, and making the product better and better is the way that how you can build a sustainable business. And I think that I hope we become more and more successful in Japan.
Very good. Let's see. We have like 10 more minutes or so. Anybody has any questions? 質問ある方、日本語でも大丈夫です。He has a question. Go ahead. Do you have a microphone or he needs to speak up? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I think AI has a hurdle that is environmental impactment. AI might even face backlash from the standpoint of global warming. How can AI cope with? I think a big business chance. It's AI's responsibility to solve this issue, and even the big business chance might exist. Okay.
The environmental impact of AI technologies, because it consumes a lot of energy. You need to have a lot of data centers and stuff. Personally, do you feel the responsibility of the?
Sure. So I think that AI is really fundamental technology. They can improve everything, not only the productivity, like everyday work, but can also help us do a lot of deep research, right? I know that a lot of friends that are working on the deep search area, they are using AI to find new drugs, to improve the how to optimize the energy efficiency. I think it will be a cross-board improvement. I think that AI needs the discussion between us is mainly about productivity, but outside of productivity, I think AI will help this the whole society grow and become more efficient.
Thank you. 他に質問ある方。はい。
Thank you for your amazing presentation. I live in Saga. There are many small and medium-sized enterprises, and they don't know AI. So what do you think? What do you think is for them to install AI product? What do you think? What do you think?
The first step to adapt AI technologies to their businesses.
Yeah, I think that it's very important to get the interest first. So everybody is talking about AI, but no one really knows that what the AI can do right now. So even as we speak, AI evolves so fast. So what the AI can do like 2 months later. So I think that how to get the interest is super important. So the reason I'm doing live demo during our all of our local events is to somehow get people a feeling what AI can do. So let's say you have a friend like a small media company. I think that they use Microsoft Office. It's so common tool, right? So they used to do research themselves and copy paste load content, and finally spend a couple weeks to generate a slide or create a AI Word document. So right now you can just use 1 or 2 prompts, 5 minutes, the work is done. So give them the impression and ask them to see the live demo of AI. I think people will get a sense of, wow, we got a lot of wow feeling. Oh, AI can do this for me. So let me try that. And get that interest first, and then I think they will obsess with AI later on.
I actually I wonder what's the resentment they may have, because it's so obvious that if you spend 5 minutes with any AI tools, it's very impressive and it's so straightforward to understand the benefits. How come people just don't touch it?
I think it's just they probably don't have enough time, or they just heard a lot and they think that they understand, but they don't really know that what's really can do right now.
Yeah, I think my advice to that is list up the things that you do on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And find the ones that you hate doing, you rather not do. There's some tasks that you enjoy doing, but there are few things that you really hate doing. Yeah. Let the AI take care of it, and you'll see the benefits of it, I think.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. There we go. There's a question up there.
Hi, thank you for that. I just wanted to ask about the role of hardware in the AI landscape. For example, we have a consumer electronics startup, and in our version 2, we have a need for an AI solution. However, it triples the cost of what we're doing because of the CPU requirements. running things on device, it obviously has a lot of privacy benefits, and if you can have it in your pocket, that's great. Not running it in the cloud, right? So, what do you think about the future outlook of doing things on device, hardware scalability, and what does the future look like in that regard? Thank you.
So I used to run a hardware company. That the 5.5 billion company, that was a hardware AI plus voice hardware company. That in my opinion, hardware is really hard. But hardware is also important. So I think that there are two kinds of hardware. So one is a consumer, one is enterprise. So those are different. So for enterprise, I think it's quite straightforward. People pay the money for the enterprise use case. And I think that what you are asking is really more on the consumer side. And I think that I don't have a good answer for this yet. Definitely, there are benefits running models locally on a device, solve the privacy concern, as you mentioned. But I really feel that on the server side, AI is moving so fast. But on the hardware, you still need like 6, 9 months, 12 months to craft a really solid hardware. So how to make the balance and choosing the right like a CPU or GPU for the hardware. And by the time you ship the hardware, the model is still like moving forward. So this is really hard. I would say it's a hard call to what kind of hardware you want to work on. I heard rumors from other company, big company, they are doing hardware. I'm quite curious that what kind of hardware they are working on. It's hard. It's pretty hard.
Thank you.
But I respect that people doing hardware because it's really hard.
There you go.
Hi, I'm a big fan of Genspark in the private my project. However, my company doesn't allow me to use any of the AI tools, excluding Google Workspaces and Gemini. Do you have any?
Why is that? Why is that?
No,
Any explanation behind prohibiting?
There's just a guideline of the AI tools that Gemini is the only tool that the employee can use. They have an enterprise, deal, the workspace, Google Workspace plus Gemini, and Genspark is not allowed. So do you have any comments or advice for the first step?
I think that right now it's still the early days for AI. I think right now it's only about in my opinion, it's only about like a 1% penetration for the whole AI revolution. People will right now definitely there are barriers for AI tool enter the enterprise. There are policies, there are guidelines, but more and more I think that as the owner of the business, they will get a sense that the productivity gain is the most important metrics for what kind of tool that I should allow my employee to use. So Gemini is definitely one of them. And I think the other models and also the agent companies, the agent that we create, I think that once the decision makers inside those companies, they get a feeling about what the AI can do with those kind of really advanced AI to company like us to produce, I think they will change their mind. I think it's an ongoing problem that will be solved just like it's an ongoing problem. It will be solved step by step.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Any more, or otherwise we'll wrap up. Oh, there you go. One last question.
Thank you. I love Sora too, and especially I'm focused on using cameo function. Do you know cameo function? Catch, yes. So do you have any strategy to utilize such function, new function, the latest function?
Do you happen to know Cameo? I never heard of it. I haven't tried it myself, so. AI avatar.
Curate by myself that for my avatar.
Oh, you put your photo, your picture, and then the AI generates the video using your face.
I think that for everyone, most of the people, we talk about the text models, Gemini text models, OpenAI, Anthropic. And, but I think the multimedia, from the multimedia perspective, really the game is just started. Starting from the Google View 3. So Google View 3 is a really very capable, powerful model that can also NanoBanana to generate the image, with NanoBanana View 3 to generate the understand the videos and generate the videos. Sora 2 is definitely another powerful model. But I think the game just started. And I will expect that there will be more and more powerful video models, like give it an image, generate avatar. I think that maintain that consistent of our avatar in different scenes. I think that I would expect more and more capable models that will be showing up very, very soon.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I think this wraps up the session. Thank you all for joining. Thank you, Eric, for coming here.
Thank you, Brandon. Thank you all. Thank you.